Oh, there go my girl Danny. Danny C of Chicago Flips Red. I am a huge supporter of the Chicago Flips Red movement. Me being a Chicago native myself, even though I don't currently live in the city. However, I am a big supporter of this movement. Danny C. Now, she's a little bit abrasive, but that's still my girl. I like her. I like her. I like her. I know the video quality. I'm telling you guys right away. I know the video quality is not that great. Sorry about that in advance, but I wanted to react to this one.
You all stood up there and said you will not allow Trump to come in here and get these illegals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can smile. We're in $1 billion deficit. And you spent half of our money, half of that on illegals.
Talk to him, Danny. Talk to him, Danny. Talk to him. Speak that English. Talk that English.
You campaign and double down that you would not raise property taxes.
I won't raise your property taxes.
Ooh, with the receipts. With the layup and the self-assist. Oh, Chicago Flips Red. Let's get it.
You wanted to raise our taxes $300 million. They shut it down. Now we back here for $150 million. Okay. See.
I want you guys to understand, just so I can give you an idea of the timeline. I remember when this video first was published on the news, and I remember watching this video on C-SPAN. This was right around the time the election was really heating up. Things were really happening. This was the zenith of the immigration situation in Chicago, where everyone was stressed, from the Black community to the bus drivers. Because a lot of things that's not being told to you is that a lot of the CTA drivers and trains was used to transport a lot of the different undocumented immigrants to different parts of Chicago, which was very stressful because a lot of the drivers were doing way more overtime. They were having them because they was giving them bus passes. The city was giving the undocumented immigrants bus passes to ride around all day. And what certain immigrants would do, because they just didn't know the city, they didn't know where to really go, they would just get on the bus and just camp on the buses all day with all their belongings. And it would just be stressful for the driver. It would be stressful for the rider. This was all a huge calamity of a situation at one given time. And this is right when this video went viral, if I remember, to the point where shortly thereafter, Tom Homan announced Chicago was going to be the first stop once Trump won the election, as far as rounding up the illegal immigrants and getting them out of our country. This is one of the videos that was the catalyst. Danny, that's my girl. I love Danny.
This is what we asking now. Since you want to crash out, some of y'all say y'all willing to go to jail for it.
That's what they said.
Trump, Tom Homan, make an example out this Negro.
Woo! She is knocking fire out of people right now. People sick of it. People sick of it. It's not going to be Vote Blue no matter who anymore. That song and dance is not playing on the banjo anymore. No, Lord. We are no longer stuck in the bayous.
Right here first. Please come here first.
And guess what? Based on this video, this is exactly what they did. Based on this video, she has been invited to the White House. She has been able to shake hands with Tom Homan and Trump. Trump acknowledged her and the movement on public TV, and he's been still doing it to this very day. A lot of you people may want to you can't get past the emotional sector of your brain that just says Republican racist, Republican racist, Republican racist. I'm going to tell you, Democrats have had the floor for well over half a century. How much have they improved the crime situation in our neighborhoods? Now, if that's not racist, I don't know what is.
Because you know what? We're going to help you. We want a forensic.
Ma'am, I would ask that you keep your, hold on a second. Stop her time. Stop her time. Just a second. Just a second. Stop her time. Ma'am, I would ask that
she is on fire.
If you want to continue speaking, If you want to continue speaking, you have to make sure that your language is appropriate, okay? All right.
We got Alex.
Okay, you can begin her time again.
You're going to spend our tax dollars.
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. You see all the South and West Side coming right out of Danny. I love it. I love it. She is abrasive. I understand she is not for everyone. I get that. But you got to understand the extreme of what was happening and what is currently happening in the city of Chicago at this given time. Black people at this time, they're still pissed, but they were extremely pissed when they saw all the undocumented immigrants being dropped in their neighborhoods. And then they saw that little small 10-minute expose on the news. I forget if it was ABC or CNN, where they showed the undocumented immigrants going to Martha's Vineyard. In less than 30 days, Martha's Vineyard citizens was waving them off goodbye. They say you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
To go, Michael Rodriguez, you said to take Trump to court to protect these illegals. That's cool, because we about to make all of y'all aldermen famous. Y'all think this is how it's gonna ride? I think not. Flip Chicago red. We not playing.
This was going to happen to you. You got Cash Patel and Pam Bundy that you're going to have to deal with sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be an audit. Next, it's going to be an investigation.
Guys, I'm sorry the quality is so crap, but I really wanted to react to this one.
Investigation. Then it's going to be an indictment. Conviction. That's what's going to happen to you.
Mr. Brandon Johnson, I'm up here.
Oh, the Chicago conservative.
I am speaking
a
right
fellow
now.
native.
So I would love your undivided attention, please. I'll wait.
I've seen some of his stuff come through my
So this
YouTube
just
feed. I'm
proves to you
gonna
the
react to
lack
one of his
leadership
videos.
that you show in this city. You can't even give me straight eye contact.
No respect.
Now, I'm gonna let you know now. The people of Chicago, we're done with you. It is insane.
You think Mayor Johnson would act that way if Governor Pritzker was standing at that microphone right now? You think he would have random people coming up speaking to him in the middle of a forum? You think Brandon Johnson would allow that? No, Brandon Johnson, matter of fact, would clear their entire chamber out. This is the thing of what social standing is in life. People want to know your social standing to determine how much they should respect you in life. And this time around, it's a new drum. It's a new beat. And people could say, oh, because I remember hearing Brandon Johnson say, oh, it's just a small fringe of people complaining. That's all it takes is a small fringe. Because sooner or later, someone will start to say, you know what, you're right. Because here's the thing. You don't believe me when I say this, but people like the Chicago conservative, people like Danny C. of Chicago Flips Red, the lady that was just speaking, they are in the gutters. They are going around the trenches. And there's a lot of black people in the hood, even the gangbangers that agree with their mode of thinking. Even the gangbanger understands they don't want the handout. They don't want the government assistance. Even the way they go about getting and ascertaining what they have in life isn't legal. Even they understand the concept of doing for self. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm saying if you sell drugs, 90% of why they do that is because they want to do for self, and they know being on government assistance is not the way, because a lot of their parents, they grew up watching their parents live on government assistance, and it's not the way. So now, this is why you even see, you may not go there to know it, but I have seen it, gangbangers wearing Make America Great Again hats. Even though it's a fad and it's a fashion trope for them, they actually believe in that concept because they understand at the very root, money is a tool to change lives. And what a lot of things come back to is the source of money, but how money is being utilized, government dollars in the city. That's the important part. But not just government dollars in the city. How is it being distributed? Because if people don't have the education behind them, if they don't have the know and the wherewithal behind them, they're just spinning their circles. Even if you gave the city or black people their reparations, which is, I think, as shockingly as this is going to sound, people are going to say, how are you a Republican and conservative or whatever, and you believe in reparations? I do, because that was something that was agreed upon. The Japanese, I believe in 1988 or something like that, they got their reparations for being placed in internment camps. Jews, not even 14, 15 years after World War II ended, they got their reparations. People are saying, oh, because we're twice removed. I know that's a video for another day, so I'm not going to keep prattling on.
How we have been voting Democrat for over 60 plus years, and we've never seen a change from people like you, Lori Lightfoot, Rob Emanuel. It is insane.
Ooh, he's cooking. He's cooking. Steak and eggs. He is cooking. Ooh, put the bacon in the pan.
Chicago was 37% red. In 2020, it was only 15%. So we're waking up. So you can pretend.
And that number he's speaking about is much larger now. When he was talking about the 37%, this is back in 2024, but that number is growing now.
That this isn't happening, but I know for a fact that you will not have that seat the next election.
You so strong about protecting those aliens, but you won't do nothing for the U.S. citizens.
This is what pisses black people off.
What we can do with this budget. First, let's start with cutting off illegals, getting free everything.
Hello.
Free housing, free schooling, free food. Yeah, let's start with that. That'll save us a lot of money. What, $600 million? Let's start there. Then let's start with your salary. You are going down in history as the worst mayor in America. Let's start with cutting yours.
Mayor Johnson is the prime example that I have said in multiple videos that he is why so many people cannot stand politicians. Because he is the crowning example of constantly having to shift with the Overton window. This man allowed undocumented immigrants to pile into the city of Chicago. This man ran on the promise that he would not raise property tax. And what was the first thing he did when the immigration crisis started to become unsustainable? He ran a vote to raise property tax by $350 million across Chicago. When he couldn't get that, he U-turned back for $150 million. And when he couldn't get that, he went about another way that I'm not going to waste your time explaining. But he still got it. Don't get it twisted. He still got it. He just got it in a different way. I don't want to explain because it would take too much time to explain in the video. And I want to stay on topic.
Making too much money. Let's start there. You Democrats, and you remember you told us to defund the police? Remember, you ran on that. Remember, you was the defund the police?
I remember that.
Let's start with that. Let's defund the police detail that you have. Let's put the police back in our neighborhood because we're not funding the police. Won't you just practice what you preach?
Seriously. That's it.
Remove all the details. We saw you coming in today. You had all the police presence.
There it is.
So let's take some of that away.
That was a spicy meatball. Ooh. People don't understand the frustrations that reside because what they do is they show you a movement of activists protesting that illegal immigration should be accepted in places in Chicago, particularly America. But people are not having it anymore. They're just not bending the knee. They're just not. This was a great one. Guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.